G'day guys and welcome back to another episode of the Survival Let's Play with me, Guy Tries. As you can see, there have been some changes since the last episode. We find ourselves here right in front of the AGIAN shop, the shop that we built in the last episode, to which, if you haven't seen, go check it out before you watch today's episode. But yes, as you can see, some things have changed. Mainly, we've got some new trees up and about, scattered around the new land. That's right, I also did a little bit of landscaping. And by a little bit, I mean it took around 4 hours plus to do. But it is now done and this land is looking pretty good. I got rid of most of the grass. There is something about all the grass spam in this game that kind of irritates me a little bit. Not to say that it doesn't look good, but definitely not what I'm after at the moment. So I did spend a while getting rid of most of the grass around this area, and then I moved on to shaping the land. That in itself was a little bit difficult, only because I didn't want to use my diamond shovel, and also I don't have any enchantments yet, so it wouldn't be that much quicker than an iron shovel. So I went ahead and made a lot of those and then grabbed a whole bunch of dirt and shaped the land. Oh man, it did take a while, but it is now finally done and we have a nice clean slate going on here with the land, which sets us up perfectly for today's build. Which brings us to the question, what am I building in today's episode? That is a great question. Let me go ahead and show you first where we're going to build it. It is just going to be right over there, as you can see where the chests have now appeared. We are going to make a nice big build right here in between these spruce trees. And in today's episode, that build will be a villager breeder. But we're going to decorate it so that it looks like a villager inn. It's going to be a very big build. A build bigger than that one over there. In fact, let me show you some of the materials that we have so far. We've got some jungle stuff, some spruce stuff, some dark oak stuff, some oak and birch, and some miscellaneous items, and a little bit of other miscellaneous items as well. We do need to convert these into brown mushroom blocks, but I currently do not have a silk touch pickaxe, so we're going to address that in today's episode, along with a few other things as well in terms of the materials that we'll need for today's build. One of which is bone meal. I will need a lot of bone meal blocks for today's build, so I'm going to go ahead and set up a nice bone meal farm just down that way. So I'm going to go ahead and run down there, pick a nice little spot and get that sorted and leave that running whilst I get the rest of today's materials. And I think this spot right here would be a perfect place for our bone meal farm right next to our mud farm over there. In fact, I've actually gone ahead and already collected all of the materials that we'll need for today, and as you can see, it is quite a simple build and it also doesn't involve a sticky piston. I don't have any slime balls yet, so making a sticky piston was out of the question. So it's quite a simple farm and it uses quite simple materials, so it was perfect for today's build. Speaking of which, this build, this bone meal farm, is courtesy of Dirt Golem. I will leave a link in the description to his original video. Go ahead and check them out. It's a great video. But with that being said, let's go ahead and let's make this bone meal farm and let's get it running. Let's get a whole lot of bone blocks going. Welcome back, guys. As you can tell, the bone meal farm is now finished, and now we get to let me the back. And now we get to move on to the next course of action in getting the materials that we'll need for today's build, and that involves gathering as many sheep as we can, as many sheep as possible, because we will need a lot of their wool. So we've already got 2, but we will need a whole lot more. I'm going to try to save as much wheat as I can because I do need it. It is my only source of food, in that it is the only way I can make bread. Oh no, what did the... Okay, cool. Okay, the sun is setting. I think I'm going to grab one more. I did see one more down there. You know what? I'm going to hold this in that hand so they will follow me without having to struggle too much. Ah, there he is. We'll grab 3. And then I think that should be enough. We gotta head back before the sun falls, or else we might die. And knowing me, of course, I will die. So far, haven't died yet. Not yet. And I'm going to try to keep it that way. Where's this guy going? Following me? No. Come on, guys. But yes, we need a lot of wool. Come on. There you go. Mainly cyan wool. So we do need to dye these guys once we get them back. And of course, we also do need to breed them. But we can worry about that once we get there. Come on, guys. Quickly now. Follow the wheat. Follow the wheat. There we go. We're just going to close that. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. And we're going to put some torches. We can't lose these. Put some torches on the other side. On all corners, actually. So they have some light. And let's quickly take a nap. And we're back. And now we can, well, we're going to feed ourselves first before we feed them. They're looking quite hungry. Do I need to take this off my offhand? Oh, dang. I should have, I should have dyed them first. Okay, can we make some dye? Like I said, we do need to make them of cyan. I think it's those 2. Yes, it is. So we'll need a lot of these. Let's quickly go ahead and let's dye these guys. Bang. 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 And can I get the baby one too? I can. Yes, perfect. Whilst they are going to breed and we wait for the cooldowns, I'm going to go ahead and shear these guys. Why do I keep making more shears? Okay. We'll go ahead and use these. And I think I'm also going to go ahead and collect a little bit more sheep just to make it much easier on the wheat, like I said. Let's see if we can find a few more hanging around. We will put that there and there. Actually, you know what? Let's collect these. Where's the chest? I need an extra chest. I don't have an extra chest, but we've got a barrel. And that will do. Let's just put it next to this little farm over here. And bang, 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 and bang. Cool. Alright, you guys stay here. Ooh, that's close. You guys stay here and make me some babies. And I'll be right back. And snip, 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 snip. Perfect. Ah, sorry, guys. Can you... Thanks. We'll move that out of the way. That goes in there. And now let's feed these guys. Okay, so now that we got some sheep and they're on cooldown for breeding, let's go ahead and collect the next material, to which it can only be found in the Nether. So, looks like we're going back to that scary place to collect some warped stems. But first, we do need some axes, so let's, wow, why do I keep... I'm not too sure why I keep those axes, but they are in there. And do I have any more? You know what? Let's go ahead and make some sticks. Yeah. We'll make some sticks and let's go visit the iron shop. Grab some iron and turn those into some axes, and let's go on a little adventure into the Nether and gather as much of that warped stem log thingo as much as possible. Look at this nice little path that I made. Oh, what a view. Yeah, that'll do. And we'll turn those back into blocks. Perfect. As you can see, I have been AFKing a lot. Not just for the iron, but mainly because we've been trying to get a lot of bone meal. So as a byproduct, I've also been getting a lot of iron. So much so that I've been able to make them into iron blocks. And we've got quite a few stacks of them, as you can see. But it also does mean that I need to make sure that it doesn't overflow. It doesn't overfill with the iron back at the iron shop. But enough of that. Let's go into the Nether and let's get some of those stems. And here we are back in the Nether. Not the best place to be, but as you can see, I've put some safety rails, I guess you could call them, around the area, mainly where I'm going to walk, the footpath, just to, I guess, stop things from coming in. Of course, things still spawn in it, but that's okay. It's more for the peace of mind. Now, I've got a fair few axes in my inventory, which means we can be here for a while, chopping some of the stems, but hopefully we can grab some of the fungus and make our way back and see if we can grow it. I'm not too sure if that's possible, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, let's am I going the right way? I'll get back to you guys once I find the correct biome. Okay, so it turns out that I need about 7 stacks of these stripped, warped, what are they called? Stripped, warped stems. I'm not too sure if I'll be able to get all of that whilst I'm here in the Nether. I might end up dying somehow. So I think the best thing that I can do is actually grab as much as I can whilst I'm here. And then we'll grab some of those little, what are these things called? We'll grab some of those warped fungus and we'll make our way back into the overworld and then throw some there and chop it down from there. I'll make things a little bit safer and we can probably get a lot more since we do have a lot of Bonemeal going on as well because of the Bonemeal farm. So it shouldn't take that much longer than if I were to just be in here and collecting as much as I can. And honestly, the longer I spend in here, the chances of me dying increase exponentially. So let's grab probably, I would say, let's grab 2 to 3 stacks here and then we'll do the rest once we get back into the overworld. And whilst I'm here, I might as well go grab some of these fungus stuff. Now I do know that it is probably easier to make a farm for this sort of thing, for this sort of wood. I do know that there are automatic farms out there for this, but automating everything so quickly and so soon just seems a bit unnecessary, I think. Wow. Holy cow. Where's the sound it usually makes? Did I turn it off? That... Okay. Holy moly. I gotta turn all that stuff back on. That scared the hell... Scared the bejeebus out of me. Let's hope it doesn't happen again and he moves on. Stay back, please. Oh my god, it's like it's taunting me. What? It's just following me. I'm so uneasy right now, please. Oh! Okay, let's go. Bring it. Come on. What you got? What do you got? Let's go. Please, now. Yes. What? What? That's ridiculous. Can anyone... I'm so confused. I need a bow and arrow. I need a bow and arrow. Okay, I'm going to grab a couple more stacks and then I'm going to get out of here and use the fungus and the netherrack that I've got in the inventory to grow some in the overworld and chop all that down. It'll be nice and safe away from this ghast. Alright, let's get out of here. I've had enough. We are not going to spend any longer than we have to here. We are not going to waste any more time, I say, as I clean my inventory. Alright guys, as you can see, we do have 2 stacks and a half of these stripped warped stems. It should be enough, and I do have some fungus as well. And we do have netherite back in the overworld, so we can definitely grow some, I hope. And we'll chop it down over there. So let's get the heck out of here. Alright guys, I am back in the overworld and I've got some fungus in one hand and netherrack in the other. So let's go ahead and grow some of these warped trees to get some of the stems. Let's place that there. Ooh. Wait a second. Huh. I did not think this through. And we are back in the nether because my silly person forgot that you can't grow fungi on normal netherrack. You have to actually grow it on nylium. But I don't have a silk touch pickaxe, not yet. So we only have the normal ones. That's okay, because I'll come back with a fair few axes in my inventory. We're going to chop down as much as possible. Now, before I said we needed around 5 stacks. That was including the 2 stacks I had before, but I was wrong because we actually need more, as I need to turn these stripped warped stems into those stripped warped hyphae, I think they're called. So we're going to need a lot more, and we also need some planks as well. So I'm going to spend a bit longer in here than I would have liked, but it shouldn't be too bad. I don't see or hear any gas around. I did turn on hostile creature noises, so we'll definitely hear one before it shoots anything at us. Perfect. Okay, so I'll see you guys in a bit, and hopefully I'll have a lot more of the stripped warped hyphae thing, and then we'll move on to making a portal on the nether roof. And up I go. Welcome back, guys. As you can see, I am currently making my way up. Okay, there's definitely a ghast somewhere around here. Let's hope it doesn't come out of nowhere and shoot us off, because that would be a very silly way to die. But anyway, I'm making my way up to the nether roof. Currently building straight up and going to dig straight up. So I'm hoping that there isn't any lava that's going to fall on our heads, because that would also be a really silly way to die. But as you can see, I'm using just a normal iron pickaxe because, well, the diamond pickaxe is going to die and I don't want it to do so. But how having any enchantments on it yet, like mending and efficiency. So if we can get away with using our iron pickaxe, that's what I'm going to do. So like I've mentioned, this would probably be the second time, I think, that I'm going to glitch through in my entire time playing Minecraft. The first time being in my hardcore series, and the second time being now. So I did have to watch a video. I do know that we have to find a specific targeted block value, which I think is Y127. So we're going to find some bedrock first, which is somewhere soon, I think. Dang, feels like I've been going off for ages. Where's the bedrock? Well, we'll find it soon, and then I think we have to put some ladders down. Oh, there it is. Okay. Now we need to dig around and find the right value. This does not feel like it's 127. Wait a second, let me just open my F3. Where is it? There it is. Let's see. Okay. So, nope. 125 is the highest, I think. We need to go 2 more blocks up. Let's see if I can find it. Close. 126. No. Whoa. This is harder than I expected. Thought it'd be quite easy to find this block. Maybe through here. Please. There it is. Perfect. Wow, that was quite a dig. That's okay. We found it, so we can go ahead and set this up. We'll close this. So to my understanding, I just have to hold forward and aim it right around there. Throw the ender pearl, and I've done it! Nice. One shot, of course. I knew it was going to happen. But now that we're here, let's have a look at the coordinates. 5, 6, 7, and 5, 5, 8. Where are we now? 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's the wrong way. 5, 6, 7. And 5, 5, 8. It's this way. Perfect. Okay. Let's make the first nether portal here. This will take us back to the overworld, hopefully. And then I'll create another portal on the roof at a different location where a desert will be, because I do need a lot of sand. And then I've got one more thing I've got to do before I can start making today's build. Let's go. Welcome back, guys. I have finished gathering all the sand that we might need for today's build, and I'm currently dealing with these guys because I'm currently looking for a specific book, and that is... Are these guys smiling? They are smiling, right? This guy's smirking at me. You were smoking, don't look at me like that. Okay, we are currently trying to get a silk touch book, which means we're going to be here for a while. which means we got to farm these villagers right here. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, but with my luck, I'm thinking it's going to take a while, and I'm probably going to be here for the next hour or so. But that's okay. This is the last thing that I need to do because I need brown mushroom blocks, and the only way you can get that is with a silk touch axe, and there's no other way around it. So let's go ahead and see if these guys will play nice. Please, please play nice. Ooh, speaking of nice, this is actually not the first time I've traded with a villager, not a librarian at the very least. I have actually got a mending villager, not here, but in a different village just across the land, and for only 14 emeralds. So that was pretty good, and we can put that on our pickaxe because our pickaxe does need some love as it is about to break. But that is besides the point of what we're doing right now. So I'm going to go ahead and break this lectern a couple thousand times until we get this book. And hopefully by the time I see you guys in the next clip, I would be enchanting my axe. So I'll see you guys then. Rosie, I found him. I think I got him. There he is, guys. Silk touch. Originally meant to be 5, but I accidentally hit him as I was breaking the block. Oh my lord. That's okay. We only need 1. Actually, we can grab 2. We'll grab 2. 1 for the axe and 1 for the pickaxe. Yes! Oh. Well, thanks guys. Thank you. I apologize for hitting you. But that is now done. We can move on. Thank the Lord. Okay. Excuse me, guys. I need everybody to move. We can finally enchant our axe with Silk Touch. Cost 4, no worries. And we've also enchanted our diamond pickaxe with mending and Silk Touch as well. So we are all set, which means we can finally start making today's build. Yeah! I'm coming for ya. Okay, enough stalling. Let's crack on with today's build. And welcome guys to the Villager Inn. As you can see, this is the lobby area where everyone will be greeted and also be given a room to stay inside of this inn. Not much going on here. We do have a receptionist table, and we also got a lot of chests and barrels being spammed around because I did want to make it feel messy, because I believe messy kind of makes it feel like it's been lived in, like it's being occupied, even though there's no one in here yet. But that is something that I can work on in future episodes. And moving on to the next room, this would be considered as the bar, the eating area, because there is a kitchen. But as you can see, we got so many tables, so many chairs for lots of villagers to kick back in and have a nice time. This was made from a lot of mangrove wood, which I gotta say, whoever made that tree, well, he really sucks, because that wood is the hardest to get. I mean, come on, it's floating in the air. Come on. And let's look at the bar. You can see we have so many different types of barrels representing each of the different type of drinks that they can buy. And taking a look at the kitchen area, I really wanted to make it look nice and cozy, and I think I got that. And also using the mangrove wood, it looks like it's meat hanging from the ceiling, drying out before we get it cooked. But it's a little cool. It's a nice little cozy kitchen in this nice little bar. And speaking of bar, if I do step outside of this store that is connected with the bar, we are greeted with this nice little veggie patch. I figured, hey, if these guys cook their own food, then of course they would have their own little veggie patch. And as you can see, it is chock full of different types of veggies. Got some wheat, we got some carrots, some potatoes, and we also got some potted plants and also some wheat in a boat, which I saw from a B-Dubs video. I'm sure you guys also know where that minecart hopper pot is also from. But back inside we go. And coming into the next room, we have this nice little hallway. Well, not very little actually, it's quite a long hallway. It's just I crammed as much detail as I could in here, given the space, but I think it turned out pretty well because it made it feel so narrow, so packed with detail, which is exactly what I was going for. And as you can see, we also do have a lot more chest and barrel spam all over this area. And coming through this little door, we have a nice bathroom where all the patrons can come in and take a nice hot bath. We also do have a toilet, a very, old-fashioned toilet, which is just in the corner as well. No toilet paper, unfortunately, but I hope that doesn't stop people from using the toilet. It's quite a simple design, and that's exactly what I was going for, keeping things minimal inside of here, but also a little old-fashioned. And coming back outside into the hallway, we can make our way up into the second level where there are more rooms again. So let's make our way up quickly as possible. Nothing is different from this level other than the fact that this level has windows, which means you get a nice piece of natural light coming through if it's not covered by these curtains over there. But again, a nice narrow hallway packed with detail. And if we make our way to the very end, there is a door which will lead us onto a balcony. And as you can see, it is jam-packed with so much detail, so many blocks, including a washing line or a clothesline that villagers can use to dry their sheets. And as you can see, we've got some white ones representing dry sheets and some grey ones, wet sheets. And also over here, we got a bunch of storage decoration, just a bunch of things that fill up this space and give it life. The overall goal for this particular part of the build was just to make it feel crowded and to feel used. And I think I got that. What do you think? And moving on to the last area, we have the actual storage room, a place where the innkeepers would put all of their spare equipment and spare materials that they might need. Again, it is a bunch of storage spam just to fill space. But hey, we also do have some armor stands and some crafting blocks as well, profession blocks. So, diversity, I guess? But how? But this, of course, is not the complete tour. Well, it is to a sense, but it's a very rushed version because there is a version of this where I actually go through all the rooms and talk about each and every detail, which goes for about 30 minutes. But unfortunately, that is not something that I can do right now for this video. So I cut it, and what you saw is what I've just come up with, because this video itself, I think, is coming up to about 30 minutes, and I don't think it should go for any longer because we have done a lot already. Of course, there are some details that I have not shown, have not talked about, and also we haven't even done the villager breeder. Not even built it yet, of course. I will do that because that is the whole purpose of this build, was to get a villager breeder going on and also put some villagers in here. And these villagers, of course, will be the ones taking up all the rooms up in there. And with that being said, I'm probably guessing you know where I'm going with this. That's right. You guys can also get a room in here as well. So just comment down below if you want a room in this villager inn and tell me what was your favorite part of this episode. And if you do, I'll put your name on one of those signs. So go ahead and get writing and let me know what you liked. But first, I guess we gotta make a villager breeder, which I'm thinking I'll do in between episodes. But with that being said, I want to say thank you very much for watching today's episode. Thank you so much for sticking around, and thank you everyone who has commented on my last episode, and thank you to every single person who has subscribed for supporting the channel. We are so close to hitting 400 subscribers. I'm so excited. I really want to say I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I cannot express that enough. So guys, that being said, if you haven't already, please like this video, share with your friends, and maybe if you want to, subscribe, and you can keep up to date with all of my videos and my activities. But until then, guys, I'll see you in the next episode where we will hopefully have a villager breeder done, and we'll have villagers floating around this build. That being said, bye.